Ox carts make for relatively safer travel. Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
Ready to fall asleep on my feet.
What did he say his name was again? Ah, Humphrey. The lad's in Vermouth now. He's eager, I'll give him that. Expedition, sword drills, say the word and he'll join in at a moment's notice. Say, you look experienced. You should talk to the lad. I'm sure he'll be glad of a bit of guidance.
In every age, when the Arisen fells the dragon and saves the land, they ascend to the throne as sovereign. Hence, pawns are treated with respect, as a matter of course here in Vermont, for their peerless loyalty to the Arisen. Not to mention, they are skilled combatants, willing to brave any foe or peril upon command. 'Tis clear their concept of life and death differs crucially from our own. No morsel can match their dedication.
A good day to you. This ox cart's bound for Melv. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
We have reached our destination.
There are worse ways to travel, I suppose.
Well met.
Hope to see you again.
I do so enjoy stocking up on supply.
We mustn't overspend.
Right you are.
Hale, if you've a moment to spare, I'd like a word. As you can see, we're rebuilding, a task that can always benefit from another pair of hands. What say you? Would you be willing to help? Excellent. You're a good sort. I'll not soon forget this. Here's what I need from you. A bask of saurians has made their nest outside the village. Though they're yet to cause any harm, their proximity makes the villagers uneasy. I'd like to enlist your aid in driving them away. I've prepared some explosive casks and left them by the village entrance. Use them to send the saurians scattering.
A saurian nest so near the village is worrying indeed. Let us see the explosive casks there, as quickly as we may. You have my support. All's lost.
Aye, what can I do for you? Ah, a letter from Lady Margaret, you say? It's a fair way you've come, then. Thanks. She's a kindly sort, I must say. We met when I worked with her husband, Sir Gregor, on one occasion. Now she's taken to inquiring after my health at the turn of every season.
We'd best report back.
Always another errand all day here.
He really ought to have returned by now.
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations. Speaking of which, looking around, it strikes me that we pawns are all men. I wonder if this speaks to the Arisen's reference.
It's surely a coincidence. Don't make such a fuss.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Is that you, Norbert? Oh, fie. I got my hopes up for naught. Wait, listen. Would you be willing to search for my brother? The brave fool said he was going to look for herbs and went off into the forest. I've seen no sign of him since. I'd go and search for him myself, only it is a dangerous place. Understand? I'm not afraid of monsters, but 'twould hardly help anything if I were to run in there unprepared and get myself hurt now, would it? So I thought, mayhap you'd go in my place. You look like you could manage those woods better than I. Please, sir, I worry for my brother. Many thanks. Right. As for where I think he's gone, go into the forest and turn when you reach the tree with the bird's nest, keeping the cliff to your right. Ah, this won't work, will it? I could see the route in my mind's eye, but my feet know it better than I do. I don't think I could plot it on a map, and it's hard to describe, but my brother and I are the only ones who use that path to my knowledge. I suppose there's only one thing for it. I'll have to show you the way. Just be alert. The monsters of the forest have changed since the dragon's attack. I'll need you to watch over me, keep me safe. You will, won't you? Right. In we go then. My life's in your hands, friend.
We must fly to the aid of those in need.
have to work to earn my bread. It's this way. North ever goes right. I don't like this place at all.
This is a good spot. Let's stop here a moment. I've camped here with my brother many a time. No doubt he caught his breath here before moving on, same as us.
Procuring goods at market is ever a trial. 'Tis difficult to predict what one will require ahead of time.
Never mind. We'll make it work.
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Off we go, then.
Ready to forge on? Goodness, we're higher up than I thought.
Would be quite painful were we to fall.
Careful now. I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste. No more or less than what one might have expected.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
We are here to serve the Arisen. Not even a storm. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
We'll make our way there in time. As to whether it will be sooner or later, that is for the Arisen to decide.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Now there's a worthy prize, if only 'tweren't so far away.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next. Very useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
Can anyone hear me? Please! I need help!
Norbert, are you hurt?
Well fought, Arisen. Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues.
Not bad. Things considered.
I thought I was done for.
Aye, it was a near thing. How are you feeling?
I think I'll be all right. But if you hadn't come for me, Thanks, Ian.
Save your thanks, Norbert. I'm your brother. And I ought to have come sooner.
From where I'm standing, all that matters is that you made it in time. Anyway, I'm eager to be rid of this place. Let's return to the village, shall we? The sooner the better. I've got to deliver these medicinal herbs to the people who need them.
Aye, you'll hear no complaints from me. Let's be off then.
We must proceed with caution, lest our chop...
Thanks, friend.
You can do this. I know you can.
I'm just gonna have to live another day.
You might pull through in the end.
Come to think of it, some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such Arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
Each to their own. Cave. Shall we proceed into the depths?
What I wouldn't give for a map, particularly one that could tell us where all the treasure lies.
By your leave. Methinks we could move this boulder if we work together. Shall we set it rolling?
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost.
Now that was a satisfying bit of exploration. Though I should hope we need not always be so thorough. Let us make for a safe location where we might regain our strength. Is your pack slowing you down, Master? Pray, bear in mind that you can only carry so much by yourself. You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use. Hang in there, Master! I am coming to assist!
You can do this. I know you can.
In truth, I'm unready to part from this place. Might I not be allowed to explore it further?
A covetous nature is like to invite all manner of misfortunes. A heavy pack not least among them. I am honored to be called to your side, Arisen. Hold fast, Arisen! I will be with you in but a moment. One can see far to the distance from here.
Perhaps we might take a moment to savor the scene.
I quite agree.
Look, Master! Goblins!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. You're soaked. Do try not to catch cold. You truly are formidable, Arisen. So Norbert has been found, and none the worse for wear. Let us return him to Mel.
Back at last. That was an ordeal.
Aye, I'm exhausted, but I can rest after I've delivered these herbs. I'll be back soon.
Good on you. Just take care, all right? You wonder why I don't follow him? So long as he stays away from that forest, he'll be fine on his own. When my brother told me he was going to fetch those herbs, I refused to join him. Said it was too dangerous. What with the monsters acting strangely of late. And I was right. But mayhap none of this would have happened had I only gone with him. My brother is always the one taking the initiative, while I stand around with my hands in my pockets. But today's misadventure showed me that the path forward is the one with fewer regrets. Even when you can't be sure where it leads. We managed to save Norbert, and perhaps that's all that matters. Still, I can't help but wonder if I couldn't have spared him some of the pain and fear he suffered. If I'd only steeled myself sooner. So from now on, I'm going to trust in my own instincts. There again will I let fear stop me from doing what I know to be right.
With Sir Norbert safely returned, Melv shan't lack for medicinal herbs. Two good deeds in one, you might say.
Well met. Pleasure doing business with you. Well met. Hope to see you again.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
That Lady Margaret's a kindly sort. We met when I worked with her husband, Sir Gregor, on one occasion. Now she's taken to inquiring after my health at the turn of every season.
Looking for work? We've got plenty going here.
There's aught I can do for you.
Why are you pestering me? Can't you see I'm working?
It's quiet about.
Ah, we meet again.
Can't say I've any tidings to share.
I'm in your debt, sir. And not just for saving my brother. You helped me learn a valuable lesson today. Ne'er again will I let fear stop me from doing what I know to be right.
I'm always willing to lend a helping hand.
Alas, would that you were our sovereign.
I appreciate that. You a traveller? Well, I'll not pry, but I can tell you've a strong arm. I used to be a sellsword, see? Time was, I spent every waking moment perfecting my skills. If you're anything like me, once you've reached the pinnacle of your vocation, you'll want to seek out a maester. They'll be able to teach you a skill of incomparable power. If properly persuaded, that is.
A troubling rumor has reached my ears, and methinks I ought to share it. 'Tis said there is an illness pawns can contract beyond the rift that inflicts unspeakable harm on those around them. As it progresses, the pawn gradually loses all self-control and, in time, will even cease to heed the Arisen's commands. How terrible. We shall have to be alert for signs of the sickness among our number.
Apologies, but I can't offer you a ride, sir. This ox cart's bound for Vernworth. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Now here's a welcome sight. Loyalty's just another way to save your own skin.
At least here I can let down my hair. This morning.
If you're in need of a ride, 'tis now or now.
Happiness.
We've arrived.
Ah, you've returned. How did you fare on the journey to Melv? Splendid! You've been an immense help, I must say. The cart reached its destination safe and sound, and from the tell of it, you even rid the road of a few monsters. You've certainly earned a reward, my friend. Here you are.
Ox carts seem a convenient choice for longer journeys. I see no harm in making use of them as needed, Master.
Right you are.
We meet again. Truth be told, I was hoping we might. Would you care to stay and talk a moment? I'm glad. Sit down, won't you? I'm rather fond of this place. I ne'er imagined a city could be like this. So full of excitement, so alive. And how could I have? In all my life, I've hardly left the palace. My mother is quite strict. You understand. Oft did I long for a taste of normal life. Even aught as simple as going shopping for myself. My mother has always procured the things I covet for me, so to pick out an item and obtain it with my own hands held a certain appeal. Which reminds me, I owe you a debt. I fear I cannot repay the full sum all at once. I have rather little in the way of spending money. Pray, take this for now. You'll have more when next we meet. My apologies, friend, but I'd best be going. I mustn't let Mother find out I left the palace. Thank you for indulging me. I do hope we'll see each other anon. Till then, farewell.